Here's some straight up truth for you. I was born my father's seventh son, and I was born with a veil over my face. Now, and I was breech birth, but the veil over my face, the Appalachian people, the old folks used to say that a kid born like that was a seer, would just know things. And of course, everybody knows the seventh son deal. And I'm here to tell you right now that it is true. We just feel things, we see things. I just get these downloads, and I just know things, okay? Things that I shouldn't have no business knowing, but I know. But, so, now, I want to tell you something about, like, manifestation, okay? So, when I was a little kid, I remember playing up under this bed at my nanny's. They had a big farmhouse in Millington, Tennessee, and they had this old bed frame, and they had spring, box springs on it, real springs. And I was playing up under it, and she said, "Boy, get off from under there." Her cousin, years before this, one of the springs had popped off and put his eye out, and she told me that, and it stuck with me, and it freaked me out. Like, I was always squinching up, like I was always afraid something was gonna go in my eye. Well, I was like 5 or 6 then, and then when I was 15 in school, I got my eye shot out with a staple, right in my right eye, my pupil. That's why I wear these glasses all the time in these videos. So, I always, me worrying about it all the time caused it to happen, like it's just stuck with me, and it's something like so our stories are already written long before, okay? And the end, if you can picture the end, and you can picture yourself where you'll be at the end, and then you can picture yourself in the middle, and you can picture yourself right now, okay? If you'll get on the whatever you want for tomorrow and the next day and the day after that, if you'll put that in your mind right now and working on that and hold that thought. And the main thing is to be grateful, no matter what it is, what you have right now. But always be grateful, because it could be way worse, no matter what your situation is. And I've been, trust me, to be able to sit here and tell you these things I know now. I had to live a life. I always knew, because me being born, my family always telling me these things, that I was born with a veil, that I was special, and I could see see things. So, and it really happened for me because I believed it. And being born the seventh son, and I really held on to it, and I believed it. And so God will give you a life that if you want to know things, you want to see things. Wisdom comes with great wisdom comes pain, and I've been through more than I care to share, from being shot to heartbreaks to family members dying to just, okay, I've had a hard life, but I'm grateful for it. I really am. I'm not grateful for people dying, but that's just natural part of life, right? It has to happen. But I've earned my wisdom. People might see me get things or whatever and think that I've earned everything I've got in one way or another. It don't always come, but I'm getting off track a little bit. So, I know where I'm headed, okay? And I'm calling it right now. This will be a receipt from before this year's out. I'll be a household name. I'll be someone, because I've always said when I got a little older, because I used to enjoy the outdoor work, physical work, and I didn't mind it. I worked on a riverboat. I worked many jobs, and my health is good. And, I enjoyed that kind of work. And I always said when I got a little older, by 50, I was going to knuckle down, and I was either going to invent something or not. I didn't know, but I knew I'd be a household name, and I'd have plenty of money, for me and my family, and to help the poor, or help whoever I could in any kind of way I could, if they deserving of the help. So, and it will happen, because I've always known it, and it will. And this is me telling you guys now that it will. And once this happens for me, you guys will see it can happen for you too. And there's no doubt in my mind it's going to happen. I would bet my life on it. Matter of fact, I do bet my life on it. I just know. Okay, I don't know how to explain it, but I just know that it is going to happen. I didn't know that my eye was going to get shot out, but looking back on it now, when she told me that, I see that I manifested. It's like people when they say don't if you're worried about the police, if you leave a bar drinking and there's 3 or 4 of you in the car and they're like, don't worry, don't swerve. If you start thinking about the police, here the police come. You can be thinking about somebody you ain't seen in a long time, the phone ringing, to be them on the phone. It's manifestation. That's the way things work. So we all kind of know that, right? So the trick is visualizing what it is that you want, and visualizing, the middle, the front, the middle, the end, and all in between, and be grateful. I always remember, be grateful for everything, every day, every meal that you eat. It don't matter if you got one pair of clothes on you. Be grateful for it. Just whatever, for the air in your lungs, and just remember, any situation you're in, it's because of you. And I know people don't like hearing that, but it's what you're a magnet. And all of your thoughts pull these things to you, and your feelings. It's not just your thoughts, because all of us, we can't control all of our thoughts. It's also feeling. That's why being grateful is so important. Being grateful for things, and that helps you get in the mindset of anything is possible. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I don't want to make these videos too long. These are just some of the things you'll learn if you guys will stick with me. I'll leave my link in the description here, and it's just throwing some wisdom out there, random things. That's what I'll be doing on my page, and this is just one thing. And I'll see you guys on down the road.